Here's a look at our tale of the tape for this bantamweight contest. Alexander Luster, 26 years of age. Alperen Karabulut, only 19. Luster is 3 inches taller and has a almost 3 inch advantage on the arm. Just over 2 on the leg.
All right, so keys to victory on this one. Luster's got great fundamentals, good head movement in defense, split right hands. He's very good at slipping out to the center and catching people with that right hand, and then the hard low kicks take away their movement. For Karabulut, the inside low kick is a very valuable weapon. It allows him to stitch on his fast hands. That quick 1-2 that he's got is very useful, and then he can follow that up with a knee to the midsection. He can be very, very dangerous with all of those weapons.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is a bantamweight regular season contest. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135.6 pounds, and in 14 professional fights has a record of 10 wins, 3 losses, and 1 no contest. Fighting out of Sivas, Turkey, Alperen, the demigod, Karabulut! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135.8 pounds and holds a record of 7 victories and 1 defeat. Fighting out of Cologne, Germany, Alexander Schlinger Luster. Your referee in charge, Paul Crossley.
Step back, step back, step back.
Karabulut in the white, Alexander Luster in the black trunks.
Ready, red, blue, let's work.
3 5-minute rounds potentially. A spot in the PFL Europe playoffs coming up September 28th in Glasgow. Beautiful combination to start things from Karabulut.
There's the power immediately from Karabulut.
You can see that speed as well. I mean, he really throws with everything in those shots. Bad intentions, but there's the heavy low kick from Luster, and that can really dismantle your lower base.
Exchange of jabs there. There's another look at that low kick. Karabulut offers one and a great level change, but now threatening the neck. Doesn't have it. Luster settles into a guard here.
Oh, nice.
Stacking the leg.
On a knee bar, potentially. Inside heel hook.
Got it locked in.
Nasty, nasty.
Can he isolate the knee, though? He's lost the knee line.
Lost the knee. He was cranking on that, and now he will attack the other leg of Alperen Karabulut.
Now he's got straight foot lock, straight ankle lock. Very difficult to do in MMA, but useful to get on top. And now Alperen with a guillotine attempt, but it looks like he's going to lose this position. And he could potentially be caught in a Von Flue choke if he's not careful here. We've got good pressure here, good shoulder pressure, but Luster doesn't... Is he thinking about this Von Flue choke? We saw one in the first regular season from Daniel Michelli. Could this be the second one of the regular season? Good positioning with that knee to the hip. Makes it very difficult. Karabulut still staying on that neck as well. Is he going to try and recover this guillotine? I would be removing that arm if I was him. Try and build a frame here.
Luster all the way into side control and actually was in the crucifix there for a moment.
Smooth
for the
work.
mount instead.
Oh, nice. Very slick.
Got it
I
locked
think he's got that.
They'll switch it to the short choke, now back to a rear naked. That's a tight squeeze.
That's it.
Got it. I think
He's going out.
Karabulut with the tap. Alexander Luster in 2 minutes.
Another finish for Shingo. 8 wins, 4 knockouts, 4 submissions. So we want to watch for this season.
And even distribution now between knockouts and submissions. And you can see why people talk about him as a potential star coming out of that German MMA scene.
Get taken out by Karabulut. It's the butterfly hooks in. There he goes, attacking the leg of Karabullet. And good defense because at one point that heel was really tight. Alec. Looking for the knee bar here. No man. How smooth he does this. Immediately get the hooks in, and the arm already is around the neck. Gets the hand behind the back of the head of Karabullet, and there's only two options here for Karabullet: go out or tap out. Beautiful job done by Alexander Lustig.
Efficient work by the 25-year-old. Here's to take a look at the Cageonomics post-fight stats. It was Karabullet who initiated the takedown. Alexander Lustig immediately went to the submission attacks. Started with that guillotine attempt, then right to the legs, knee bar, heel hook. Eventually takes the back, gets the submission victory in round 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Paul Crossley calls a halt to the action at 1 minute and 59 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via submission to a rear naked choke, Alexander Lustig.
Tail the tape for this contest. Khorshad Kokharov, 32 years old. Thomas Gronvall is 30. Kokharov is the taller fighter here, and as one would expect, reach advantage on arms and legs, favoring the taller fighter.
All right, so keys to victory on this one for Khorshad Kokharov. Calf kicks. Thomas Gronvall's got a long stand, so damage that lead leg and punches into takedowns. I know Gronvall's a grappler, but Khorshad can take the initiative and dominate with his wrestling. And then if he gets the fight to the floor, strike and control, keep progressing his position. For Gronvall, right high kicks. He's very, very good with that right leg. Knees to the body, and of course, those body lock takedowns with that short, powerful frame.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is a PFL Europe regular season contest in the bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, is a BJJ specialist and stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He went in officially at 134 pounds, and across his 19-fight career has earned a record of 12 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw. Fighting out of Helsinki, Finland, Thomas the Tank Engine Gronvall! And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135.7 pounds and holds a record of 12 wins and a single defeat. Fighting out of Gelsenkirchen, Germany, he is the 2023 PFL Europe Bantamweight Champion, Khorshad Killer Kokharov. The referee in charge, Paul Crossley.
There is the Finnish fighter Thomas Gronvall in the white trunks. Opposite him in the black, Khorshad Kokharov, last year's bantamweight champion in PFL Europe.
Man, I'm excited for this one. Both of these guys are so skilled and talented. See the footwork from Gronvall straight away. He's going to set up that level change when he can.
Both guys connect there.
There it is.
Beautiful takedown attempt. He's got a single.
Man, it would be a statement if he could take Kokharov down here.
He's got some serious elevation, just the tips of Kokharov's toes still on the mat.
Man, it was enough though.
It's good defense so far from Kokharov.
Strong turn there.
Grab that body lock with the over-under. Couple of knees digging, one from Gronvall, one from Kokharov.
You see Gronvall's keeping that left arm of Kokharov really tight. He doesn't want Kokharov to break.
And those knees to the midsection, though, you got to watch those. They could crack a rib super easy. Oh, and a nice level change there, but look at that underhook straight away from Kakarov.
He just scooped Granvall back up chest to chest. Left hand landed for Granvall. Risky business engaging in those kind of front kick exchanges.
Barely missed the chin of Granvall with that front kick.
Was able to land a couple of knees. And now Khorshad Kakarov presses Granvall into the cage again.
You can see from the back of Kakarov how much power
fingers out the cage,
Granvall has.
Right, driving him into the fence.
Like a
So it's worth noting that in the arena we have Dean Garnett here, who obviously is going to be facing the winner of these guys at the playoffs September 28th in Glasgow. There he is. I'd imagine he's making some mental notes here. I know that Dean is desperate to fight last year's champion, but of course if Granvall beats last year's champion, he becomes the man with the target on his back.
pressure now
Kick
from
there to
Kakarov.
Good job from Granvall to reverse that forward momentum. Put Kakarov on the defensive there momentarily.
The technique that really stood out last year, if you remember, guys, in Berlin, was the same side attack from Kakarov. Right kick, right hand follow. So difficult to defend. That's a nice right hand over the top from Granvall.
Both of these guys throwing incredibly hard. You can see the left side of Granvall's face, some marking around that eye because Kakarov's right hand has snuck through a couple of times.
It's a good jab there by Kakarov.
Now he goes to the right hand to the body, follows it up with a right kick.
Some of the techniques that Kakarov likes to use, absolutely incredible. He likes to throw a Superman punch and then follow it up with leg kicks. Very entertaining, but Granvall is keeping the pressure on him, so it's difficult to do actions like that.
Nasty low kick. Granvall absorbs it with a spin.
I like that faint level change that we've had a couple of times from Granvall.
Oh, it's a good knee there from Kakarov.
Granvall just ran straight into a right hand. Gonna have to get his head off that center line. Oh, nice kick on the counter.
That right high kick.
Wow. Good sprawl here from Kakarov. I think Granvall felt a little pain on that kick. Right into a right hand again.
Oh, that was a good kick.
Glanced off the guard, but
Granvall's been covered for both of them, but they're still getting through. Power can still get through even when you're covered with a head kick.
compromised the balance at the very least.
And as you just said, Dan, he hides it behind the same hand. He hit both those kicks behind the left hand and then landed them.
Granvall just landed a right hand there that looked like it could have stumbled Kakarov for a moment.
Good combination into a level change, right into a single.
This looks like a takedown he could finish here if he runs that pipe with confidence.
Good call, Dan Hardy. Granvall's got
We went through this. No elbows
Kakarov to
whatsoever.
the seat of his pants for now.
15 seconds. 15 seconds. Yep. Just stay right there. Keep him tight.
It's going to be a confidence builder for Granvall, knowing that eventually he was able to get this fight to the floor. In the first round, is always going to be the most difficult to ground your opponent if they've got good wrestling.
Round one in the books.
So for the most part, it was Granvall on the front foot trying to set up his takedowns, but that allowed him to land some really good shots as well. He landed some good overhands, but again, every time he's pressuring forward, the takedown defense of Kakarov, coupled with the knees, coupled with his ability to turn his opponent against the fence and rearrange that pressure equation, he's always going to be a difficult guy to beat. But I would imagine Khorshad was not expecting such a handful in that first round.
If the technical difficulties have been resolved, how'd you score round one?
I absolutely have that for Kakarov. He was a guy landing the heavier shots by far. A lot of big knees, and even the kicks that were blocked, like you guys said, they were having an effect. They were rattling his dome. 10-9 Kakarov in the first round.
And almost at the opening bell of this round, you saw Tomas Granvall sprint onto a right hand, seems to be unfazed.
That's what I was about to say, Sean. He just doesn't seem to be fazed by anything that's coming in his direction. If anything, those head kicks were the thing that got his respect the most as they bounced off his guard.
21 pro fights, hasn't been stopped yet. Now we understand why.
Wow. Good timing on the knee.
Kakarov is able to do a little more now. He's got his distance where he likes to work from.
He's ducking that head. He's ducking that head. Goes up and cover knees.
Dennis Davis calling from the corner for Kakarov to get the timing on that dip of Gronval's head.
Good level change there by Grunwald to tie Kakarov up.
Man, the power on that body shot. So what you can see happening here, you can see the overhook on this side for Gronvald. That's what's keeping him attached to his opponent right now. Really what he wants to do is circle himself around, so he's putting his opponent up against the fence. Right now, these knees to the midsection from Kakarov, though, are really causing some issues, and you can see how he circled that one in as well. He's very, very clever with the way that he applies these knees.
Position. Clean at work.
Slipped there from Kakarov. Scrambles right back to his feet before Gronval could take advantage of it.
Man, he was so quick to dig that underhook to stop Gronval taking his back. His instincts are very, very elite. Gronval looking for that level change, but I think he's gonna fake that level change and come over the top again. Man, he's walking through these shots from Kakarov. Nobody did that in 2023.
Just an incredibly stiff jab, and Gronval shrugs it off. And there's a right hand.
Really good right hand. A lot of power there. Not a good jab there by Kakarov.
75%, of course, of Kakarov's wins are because of knockouts.
That was one each. I will say those body shots from Kakarov, even if it's just an arm punch, they're really thudding into the rib cage.
Dan, I would not be surprised, Dan, if Kakarov starts to concentrate more on that body, because clearly Gronval's head is made of granite. Dean Garnett looking on. He will face the winner of this fight in Glasgow after a walkover victory.
I wonder if this fight's going the way that Dean Garnett expected. And Gronval's still just moving forward. He has not been deterred by anything coming in his direction. That was a nice level change, but the fact that he went for the double leg allowed Kakarov to sprawl.
It's a good knee there by Kakarov, getting back up.
Now Gronval pressuring in. See if he's going to be able to get that head position again. Very much a 50-50 position here. You can see the cross wrist control from Kershed that he's using to try and turn his opponent up against the fence. Clever work there.
Yeah, as you say, Dan, if you don't have the head position in this position, it's going to be really hard to pull anything off.
Gronval digging another underhook. Now he's got double underhooks. Can he do anything with this? This is where the height advantage of Kakarov comes into play. He needs a lower body lock. You can see Kakarov's got that overhook, so he's holding his opponent up. Ideally, Gronval wants to be around the waist so he can start manipulating the middle of the body, instead of trying to move the upper body, which of course he's going to struggle with a taller opponent.
Kakarov looking for a trip, but got denied there by Gronval.
Fingers out the cage, Kershed. Keep the fingers out.
Another warning from the referee there for grabbing the fence. He's got to be careful. A point deduction here could be crucial on the scorecards.
More shots to the body.
Kershed standing in his corner like, my goodness, what do I have to do to hurt this guy? Look at these shots. Look at that right hand. And we're going to see a knee here. Here's one of these thudding knees to the midsection, knocks the wind out of you, empties your lungs.
You see him lift Gronval off the ground.
There's the right hand, just scuffed off the top of the temple of Gronville. Yeah, I don't know what these bantamweights in Europe are doing to each other, but most of them can't make themselves through training camp without getting injured.
Third and final round.
He was champing at the bit to step in as well. He could not wait. Oh, man.
There's another right hand. Kakarov catches Gronvall coming in. Attempts that front kick high again, but
Beautiful 1-1-2.
and Gronvall eats it, and another. This guy does not mind the damage.
It's good right hand there by Gronvall. Oh, beautiful front kick to the face by Kakarov.
Well, as this furious pace continues, we actually sent Gareth A. Davies over to talk with Dean Garnett, who will fight the winner of this fight between rounds. Gareth, what kind of insight did you get from Dean?
Well, Dean's watching it intently. Mr. Garnett's watching it with absolute intent. Of course, he faces the winner, but he says that Kakarov overcommits, that he opens up too much, and you can see those counters coming from his opponents every now and again and being very successful. He says he will expose his style. He is suitable for victory.
Wow! Man, that was a sniping right hand. Sorry, cut you off there, Gareth. We have just determined the winner of this fight and the next opponent for Dean Garnett. Man.
Beautiful time in there.
Follow up on the ground. It's a great stoppage. Khorshid Kakarov make it 9 pro knockouts in 13 victories.
Over the left hand of Gronvall. Follows it up with another right hand. Wasn't necessary, but look at that. Beautiful job by Kakarov. The time that he threw the front kick, planted his feet, landed with big power. Incredible knockout again from Khorshid Kakarov. This is why he won the season last year.
Cageonomics post-fight stats, and you can see volume and intent from Khorshid Kakarov. Like you said, Stefan Struve, incredible credit goes to Tomas Gronvall. Chin on display really through 2+ rounds in this fight. And in the end, the power of Khorshid Kakarov translates once again to a victory. We will make it official inside of the PFL Smart Cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Paul Crosby calls a halt to the action at 1 minute and 11 seconds of round number 3. Declaring your winner via knockout, Khorshid Kakarov.
Take a look at our tail of the tape for this fight. Dom Wooding, 27 years of age. Julian Lopez is 34. Wooding is an inch taller, 3-inch longer arms. Both men turned in that 40-inch measurement on the legs.
Right, keys to victory for this one. For Dom Wooding, hit and move. He's very, very quick, but he's got to stay mobile. Anti-grappling, of course, to keep him in the range where he does his best work. And if Lopez starts to level change, we'll pull out the flying knees again. We've got 2 on his record. He might be looking for a 3rd. On the other side for Lopez, close range quickly. Get into that dirty boxing range where he can have one hand on his opponent while he's hitting him. And then single leg takedowns. Force Dom to use his athleticism and his balance to defend. Slow him down, tire him out, try and put him on the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is a regular season bantamweight contest. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135.4 pounds. And across his 10-fight career, has built a record of 6 wins, 3 losses, and a single draw. Fighting out of Toulouse, France, Julian Lopez. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed officially 135.7 pounds and holds a record of 9 victories and 6 defeats. All 9 wins coming by way of knockout. fighting out of London, England, the Black Panther, Dominic Wooten. Your referee in charge, Paul Crosby.
Julian Lopez in the white, Dom Wooding in the black trunks. Southpaw stance for Wooding.
Straight away, Dom Wooding battling for the lead hand control. That's got to be something that Lopez was expecting. The winner of the lead hand controls the jab.
Wooding's got phenomenal counters when he goes back. He plants his left leg again, and then he fires with the hands or the legs. It doesn't matter to him.
Lancing right hand snuck through for Wooding, but Lopez keeps coming.
So I just heard the corner team of Dom Wooding say his right hand's loaded, use the McGregor. And if I know what that is, it's a little drop back counter left, like, oh, there it is. Like we saw against Aldo, like we saw against several of McGregor's opponents. And you can see Dom Wooding's got that footwork. Drops his back foot back, connects the foot to the canvas and trigger cross, or the scoop uppercut as he's looking for there.
There's a right hand he connects with. Nice body kick and body shot after that.
Beautiful work with that rear hand after using the right to off-balance Lopez.
See Lopez circling towards the club. Oh!
Lopez appears to have recovered, but now closes his guard on Dom Wooding.
Man, how did he recover from that? It was beautiful.
When he moves backwards and he plants his leg, he's like a spring ready to explode. Beautiful uppercut.
Wooding trying to get his inside control here. You can see Julian trying to hold onto the arms, knowing full well that those punches are going to come raining down. For Dom Wooding, the key is to keep those elbows either side of the body, but keep his hands off the mat.
It's going to be hard for Lopez to set up submissions with that overhook, but as you said, Dan, it's more to recover right now, to keep him close. Don't let him explode again.
I mean, he's doing excellent work, not allowing Dom Wooding to mount any significant offense here. Repositioning, stymieing any attack halfway through the round.
Halfway through the round, Dom. 2.5 to go, Dom.
Wooding's trying to sit up, create space.
Good work here by Dom, pinning and posting, trying to create some space to land some strikes. First one he throws was a good one. Nice hammer fist. And now we're back into flying knee range.
He's got the gimmick now. He jumps guillotine. This could be it. Wooding trying to crown his head out.
Dom Wooding get his neck out here.
That's deep.
That's a beautiful guillotine attempt. That looks tight.
And it's tight there. Still relatively dry here in the first round. Lopez squeezing and have to be careful not to. He's out. Oh, Dom Wooding's unconscious. Lopez back from the break for the victory.
Wow.
That's an incredible upset.
What a comeback. Here we go. Dom Wooding back to his feet. Goes for the counter and gets caught with the counter to the counter. Wow. Drops and then straight away Lopez. He feels the bite on the chin. He drops back. He's got an arming guillotine here. You can see how hard he's squeezing on that neck. Beautiful work. See how he stays clamped on there. He's over the arm here. Beautiful work. But the focus is the wrap on that neck. Dom Wooding, he's really trying to hold his breath here, trying to get it through this situation. But you can see the referee checks the arm, and straight away Lopez put him to sleep. Here we go one more time. So Dom's going to go for the same counter that he does, the scoop uppercut, and then beautiful work, comes right around the side, cracks him, and then here we go with the guillotine. The legs go around, he's able to control the body of Dom Wooding, and then he's on that guillotine. And you can see the bite on that neck, you can see how tight that is. Even as Dom Wooding postures back, there's no shaking him from that position. extends the legs, squeezing here on the midsection of his opponent, and Don Woodin goes to sleep. Nothing he can do about that.
Great job by the referee. Really, really fast to recognize it. What a incredible upset win for Julian Lopez.
What a win for Lopez. And in the corner, the lone coach celebrating.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Paul Crosby calls a halt to the action at 3 minutes and 10 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via guillotine, Julian Lopez.
Korshen Kakarov, Dean Garnett, Julian Lopez, Alexander Luster. Those fights will take place in Glasgow, Scotland on September 28th. Tail the tape for this one. Julian Lopez, 34 years of age. Alexander Luster, only 26. Both men standing 5 feet 8 inches tall. Both men with a 40-inch leg reach. But the arms on Julian Lopez are longer here.
Keys to victory for Julian Lopez. Pressure early. Dirty boxing when he's in the clinch will be really valuable to him. And he's got great single leg takedowns if he decides to put this fight on the floor. For Luster, damage his opponent's legs, take away his movement. Split counter punching, getting his head to the side and punching straight down the center line. And of course, a tight defense. He doesn't want to get caught with something unawares.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is our first bantamweight semi-final. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135.8 pounds and holds a professional MMA record of 8 victories and 1 defeat. All 8 wins coming by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Cologne, Germany, Alexander Schlingo Luster. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135.4 pounds and his record stands at 7 victories, 3 defeats and a single draw. Fighting out of Toulon, France, Julian Boyka Lopez. Referee in charge, Sam Mohammedi.
Judge, time kickoff.
Alexander Luster is in the blue trunks. That is Julian Lopez. He'll be in the black tonight. Winner advances
Round
to
number
Lyon,
1.
France
Ready, have fun.
for a bantamweight championship in our 2024 PFL Europe season.
Luster's got great movement. Even though he's pressuring constantly, he always seems slightly out of reach for his opponents. You see what I mean there?
Draws the head back. It's almost like his legs move forward, but then his head pulls back.
Yeah. Great at just drifting in and out of range, making it seem like he's accessible.
Lopez. Oh! Good there for Lopez. Off balances Luster. Nice hammer fist from the top for Lopez as well. Luster able to close the guard.
Yeah, he's going to start attacking from here. The way that he recovered guard looks like he's got a plan. Here he goes climbing with his high guard. He goes to a mission control. Got that rubber guard working, but Lopez pulls out of it, knowing the danger.
Push the back of the head.
Lopez staying aggressive.
Oh.
Overhand right.
Oh! What a turn onto the back.
Luster all the way over to the back, and there's a rear naked choke, and it is tight.
He's got it.
Your hands out of gloves.
Julian Lopez clawing at the turn. Alexander Luster in the first round.
Oh, that kid is special. Look at that. Short right hand. Circles around. Beautiful movement. Slides the arm underneath before he's even fully on the back of his opponent. Locks the hands in. And what a squeeze that is. Look at those back muscles, those lat muscles pulling into the neck of his opponent. Another impressive performance First round rear naked choke.
What a reversal of momentum. Luster caught one early, got dropped, and then as Julian Lopez was chasing forward, trying to create some pressure, that right behind the ear off balances Lopez, and Alexander Luster seizes on the opportunity with zero hesitation. Andy Shepard makes it official.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mulvaney calls a halt to the action at 1 minute and 15 seconds of round number 1, declaring your winner via submission to a rear naked choke and clinching their place in the championship, Alexander Luster!
Tail the tape for this bantamweight semifinal. Lewis McGrillen, 23 years of age. Dean Garnett is 13 years his elder. Both men standing 5 feet 6 inches tall. Reach advantage on arms and legs for Lewis McGrillen.
Keys to victory for this one for Lewis McGrillen. Busy feints. He can't be showing when that left hand's coming. The left hand setups, we know he's got lots of variety. He's going to need to draw on all of that today. And then, of course, expect to wrestle. Always expect a level change, even if we're in a striking exchange. For Dean Garnett, lean into that experience that he's got. That will keep him calm in deep waters. Counter the left hand. That could be food for him if he's got the counters ready. And then grapple each round. Utilize that in his game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is our second semi-final in the bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 136 pounds and holds a pro MMA record of 12 wins, 2 losses, and a single draw. Fighting out of Liverpool, England, Dean Garnett! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He went in officially at 135.6 pounds. And his record stands at 9 victories and 1 defeat. 8 big wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Manchester, England, Lewis the Magrizzle McGrillen. Referee in charge, Paul Crosby.
Step back, boys, step back.
Come on, Sean O'Connell.
Ready?
Buzzing for this one.
Cannot wait to see how this plays out. Lewis McGrillen is in the black. Dean Garnett is in the blue. Southpaw stance for McGrizzle as usual.
Like that busy lead hand from McGrillen. There's going to be a battle southpaw v orthodox. Dean Garnett investing in those calf kicks early, but they're difficult to get when it's open stances. I think Dean Garnett's looking with that straight left to counter that left hand. I think he expects he can get to the chin quicker than Lewis. Man, there's tension in this room. Oh.
Inside leg kick. Tosses the feet out from under Lewis McGrillen.
Good defense there by McGrillen. Garnett's twitchy and wide-eyed. He can clearly know the danger that he's up against here with McGrillen. Full focus on that left hand. Stay away from it at all costs.
Well, as he focuses on that hand, he's chopping away at the lead leg. McGrillen tries to dial the left hand into the body. Alexander Luster looking on. He made quick work of his semifinal not so long ago here in Glasgow.
think McGrillen's building in confidence here. I think he was expecting Garnett to try and bully him a little bit more, but given the fact that Garnett has allowed Lewis to hold the center, kind of playing into Lewis's hands a little bit. Unless Dean's expecting a real fast level change and he's going to need the whole...
Garnett is down, but he is not out.
Nice sweep there from Dean Garnett.
Dean Garnett rolls through, now hanging. Oh! Garnett in trouble again on the short left hand.
Garnett's hurt here, he's trying to recover.
He's barely awake. McGrillen pounding away. Hammer fist just misses.
Man, McGrillen's scrapping looks good.
Dean Garnett wide-eyed again. Is he all the way back? There's another inside leg kick. Tentative this time.
McGrillen's got to be smart how he throws that next left hand because Garnett's going to be ready to counter it.
We've seen that left hand, Dan, come from so many different angles.
Like the one he threw against Sadoshirov was beautiful.
Garnett's left hand lands.
Garnett's clinging on.
McGrillen trying to back out. Garnett pressing him against the cage now. McGrillen reverses that position.
Garnett got damage to his eye there. I'm not sure what caused it. Maybe they can isolate it in the truck. It seems to be bothering him.
He's grimacing in a lot of pain, it would seem. Maybe an orbital situation for Garnett. A left hand for McGrillen, pounding away.
Man,
And where's the cut from?
that's in McGrillen's eyebrow by the look of it. Garnett's got to be wondering how he keeps up with this guy. McGrillen is lively tonight. He's going to break and strike in a moment. Garnett's being distracted by that eye. He's got to get his game face back on. Little shoulder pump.
Now Lewis McGrillen pawing at the blood. Inside of 1 minute here in the first round. Left hand to the body.
Oh!
Guillotine! Garnett steps over into the mount. McGrillen flailing away with the legs to try and break
Can he
the
get
grip.
out? He's got his arm inside here. He might be able to force some space. Man, he's so close to getting out. Garnett is hanging on to this guillotine.
And then crowds out.
Wow!
How many momentum swings in the first round? Here's another grip on that guillotine. That eye is still a problem for Dean Garnett, even as he attacks this submission.
Sits back for the guillotine again, but McGrillen turns out.
Oh,
He's
big
in.
knee. End of round one.
There's the first left hand. We see McGrillen swarm. He tries to land some shots. Here it is again, a little switch with the hands. Boom, around the side of the guard. Very, very nice from McGrillen. You can see Dean's not focused on his opponent. He knows he's in danger. He's trying to recover. And this movement by McGrillen to keep circling and stay live was brilliant. Really good work. A credit to Dean Garnett for surviving through that first round. There's another big shot. That was a face plant from a short left hook from McGrillen. Shakes Dean Garnett off. Gets tangled up in a couple of guillotines as well, and it sounded to me, oh man, there it is. What?
Be a little bit careful with the fingers. Dean, see if you be careful with the fingers, okay? Both of you, all right?
We didn't even get to all of the highlights from that round. A very near finish on the guillotine squeeze from Dean Garnett, who's in the blue. Lewis McGrillen is in the black. And the crowd here at the Ovo Hydro in Glasgow. Another left hand landed for McGrillen. Dean Garnett surviving and wrestling. McGrillen reaching for that switch.
Garnett is on that single leg. He's got to build up to his legs though. Legs are still gone.
The stoppage, but for what?
That looked like a knee, but I don't know whether Dean Garnett was down or not. We need to see that replay to see if it was a legal shot or not. I don't know whether Dean was down when it landed. Here we go, let's have a look. Dean's up on his feet. Oh man, that was right on the border. I don't know, I'm not sure.
Are both feet the only things planted? The shin is down. I don't know if the seat is all the way, but it's clearly thrown as he's falling.
As he's fallen, it wasn't thrown as an illegal knee.
That knee was thrown on a falling opponent, not a fallen opponent. As we take another look from the side angle, you should be able to see if the seat is actually down.
Oh man, I don't know.
I mean, you can see when the knee leaves, when it begins the trajectory, that Dean Garnett is still falling backward.
The thing, Dean's clearly conscious as he lands. It looks to me like the knee's thrown there, it lands, and then Dean hits the floor as it's landing. So difficult to tell that one.
These things happen in real time in a split second. Replay is a tool, but even that is imperfect. Excellent work by the referee to make sure that this is taken care of correctly. And of course, it also can become a question, Dan. Dean Garnett, can he continue? Dean Garnett, does he want to continue? Is he aware of the situation and the possibility of him calling this fight as a no contest on an illegal blow?
Because he can't see out of his eyes still. He's still complaining about that, but that's not the foul from this moment. We don't know whether that was an eye poke or not.
So he is impaired. He wants to carry on. Is he okay to carry on? In your medical opinion?
Referee asking the doctor, is he okay to carry on in your medical opinion?
It's whether the doctor thinks you're able. Step back from me. Step back from me.
McGrillen wants to get started. I think the thing is, Dean's been dropped so many times already.
You have to clear him.
He's good to go.
Dean! Away from the corner.
Point deduction for McGrillen, I
Legal
think.
strike, 1 point. Illegal strike, 1 point.
Interesting.
Legal strike.
So deemed to be an illegal strike, a point deducted, but the doctor says, and Dean Garnett says, okay to continue. Back to the action.
You've got to wonder whether that point deduction is going to come into play in a fight like this, though. Oh, that was a good kick from Garnett. McGrillen looking lively again.
You have to applaud Garnett here. He could have found an easy way out, refused to do so, and he continues to attack that lead leg even as his eye is compromised from whatever happened to it in the first round. Garnett tried to hunt for that guillotine. Left-hand counter on the exit for Lewis McGrillen, who now wrestles to the top.
You can see that leg lock attempt here from Dean Garnett. He's inverting for a heel. McGrillen's got to be careful here.
Oh, this is nasty work.
That looks dangerous.
Pops the heel out. Lewis McGrillen was in danger there momentarily. And I wonder if that crank's going to make him feel it tomorrow.
Kimura attempt from McGrillen here. Tries to get his leg out, back to the feet.
Swinging away with the left hand again. Oh! Garnett hurt one more time. But right back to his feet. The resiliency of Dean Garnett in this fight to not only take this damage, but continue to threaten.
Now McGrillen throws that left hand like it's the final shot of the day every single time.
As he takes a few deep breaths, he's going to have to be sure that he can keep that power, because Dean Garnett is not going away as we've reached the halfway point of this fight.
We've got half a round to go here. About 65 knockdowns.
More work on the lead leg by Garnett. And he just barely avoided getting smashed again with that left hand.
Oh, and again, Garnett catches him with that check hook. You can see that veteran savvy in Dean Garnett. The hours and hours that he spent coaching, that coach's mindset has raised his fight IQ. Keeping him in this fight right now against a very tough, dangerous fighter like Lewis McGrillen. But that left hand keeps finding a home. Garnett's got to get himself off the fence here.
McGrillen tries to throw that right arm up as a shell. Garnett just underneath another looping left hand. Now to the body from the left.
I love the variety in that left hand from McGrillen. Remember what he did to Sadosharov. Rise through the guard, caught him with a hooking uppercut.
Again, the lead hook from Garnett.
Yeah, he's having some success with that left hook. Catching McGrillen as he's dropping his lead hand to throw the left. 40 seconds.
Jab this time from Garnett. Now trying to lead the dance a little bit. Some feints and movement from the savvy veteran. Blood trickling from the eye of Lewis McGrillen. Another exchange of lefts. Another time Garnett goes off balance.
Man, Garnett must wonder what Lewis McGrillen's got in his gloves. The power that he's got is unnatural.
10 seconds left here in round 2. McGrillen swings and misses with the left hand. And to the third frame we go.
Let's have a look at this. McGrillen's so good at creating those frames on the inside. Keeps him in play, allows him to throw that long hook. And here's the knee again. You tell me, you tweet at me. You tweet at where I'm working.
So, Lewis McGrillen.
Really solid work here. Look at that, keeps himself in play again, but Dean Garnett this time with that hook. Beautiful work. Catches him right across the chin. And here again on the inside, short left hook. Catches Garnett on the chin, takes his legs away. Amazing he's got that kind of recovery though. Really incredible.
And the point potentially does come into play with how back and forth it has been. Lewis McGrillen lost the point because of the illegal blow, the illegal strike. So even if he won that round, it goes down 9-9. Dean Garnett imploring the fans here at OVO Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland. One last round. Winner moves on to a bantamweight PFL Europe Championship bout in Lyon, France. And again, Lewis McGrillen attacking with his left. Swinging away both of these fighters. Impact for both. Good right hand behind the jab from Garnett.
This is McGrillen's kind of fight. He is a front foot brawler with big power in his hands. We see his fight IQ improving constantly, but in the pocket trading power punches is where McGrillen wants to be.
If I'm Alexander Luster and I'm watching this fight, I'm game planning for anything but a stand-up battle between whoever wins.
You can see Lewis keep feinting for that body shot. I think he's going to sink that left into the body again.
Now Lewis, McGrillen, chest to chest, pressing Dean Garnett into the barrier.
You see a break and strike from one of these guys. I think Dean Garnett really needs to start taking over in this round. Even with the point deduction, you don't know how these rounds have been scored. 10-8, 10-7s. I mean, who knows? Both of these guys have been down a couple of times at least. Dean Garnett clearly dropped a few times.
Left hand, it's over!
Wow!
Lewis McGrillen, another knockout!
There were many, and it was the last one that finishes this fight. Garnett on the charge. The retreating Lewis McGrillen throws a left hand right over the shoulder and face plants Dean Garnett for the finish. The future of European mixed martial arts is incredibly bright. It'll be England versus Germany for $100,000 on December 14th.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Paul Crossley calls a halt to that simply incredible fight at 1 minute and 45 seconds of round number 3, declaring your winner via knockout and clinching his place in the championship, the Magrizzler, Lewis McGrillen!
Lewis McGrillen looking relieved as much as elated after that absolute war.
Ladies and gentlemen, please just make some noise for both of these warriors. Dean Garnett, Lewis McGrillen, what a fight. You won't see live fights like this many places. That was absolutely insane. Lewis, you took this fight on short notice. You stepped in as the alternate to fight any of these guys, and you came out with the victory. You're in a $100,000 fight next.
Well, I knew Dean Garnett will be the hardest fight. I've known him since I was a kid. And you know what, man? I got it cracking with him anyway. He's an hard current, but I knew what I'm on at the end of the day. I don't want to say no disrespect to him. Big up Liverpool, big up Dean Garnett. He was like, I want the next generation coming up, and I used to train with him back in the day when I was a kid, and he used to always show me bits, and now it's my time to shine the fucking torch.
Let's turn around. Let's have a look at these screens so you can see this. I mean, we're spoiled for highlights in this one.
Oh, let's have a look at this. Bam! You know what, mate? He took a few licks though, didn't he? But I knew all we need to do is just turn my hip a little bit more and it'd be done. But there's only so many shots you can take. But they say Scousers don't get knocked out. But no offence, Liverpool, but yeah, I proved that wrong. But how many licks did it take to knock him out? I think I dropped him about 8 times or something, man, and he dropped me. But we got it cracking.
And now we've got your next opponent here. You ready for a face-off? $100,000 on the line. Lewis McGrillen, Alexander Luster. England v Germany. Submission specialist versus knockout specialist.
26 versus 23.
Mate, you sausage. You're gonna get banged out, mate. 2 World Wars now, 3's coming. He's getting ended. The RF are gonna shoot him down.
I thought Dean knocked some sense into you, but you seem to still be as stupid as you were before the fight.
Yeah, don't give a shit about you. I'm gonna knock you out, you sausage.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a fight that's going to be for the bantamweight title. Alexander Luster of Germany versus Lewis McGrillen of England. $100,000
PFL Europe title. A PFL Europe title. How are you feeling, Alex?
I'm feeling great. I'm gonna put his lights out real quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, Leon, December 14th. What a fight that's gonna be.
Tail the tape for this 135-pound championship brought to you by Takedown. Louis McGrillen, 24 years of age. Alexander Luster, 26. Luster, the taller fighter, standing 5 feet 8 inches. Both men with that 68-inch measurement on the reach. Luster has the very slightly longer legs, but both men weighed in just below the bantamweight limit.
All right, keys to victory for the final championship for Louis McGrillen. Pressure from the start. That's not going to be difficult for him. He's got to hold the center. He doesn't want to get tangled up against the fence, and then variety with the left-hand strikes. We've seen that, and it can be very, very useful for him. For Luster, draw and counter. Try and get those left hands thrown and missed so he can catch him with counters. Single leg takedowns. This is Southpaw v Orthodox. And then neck submissions. Put that strangle on McGrillen, and he won't be able to think about giving up because you can take the air away from him. This kid's not going to tap to an armbar, I can guarantee it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds and is for the PFL Europe Bantamweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 134.9 pounds and owns a record of 9 wins and just a single loss. All 9 victories coming by way of stoppage. He fights out of Bonn, Germany, Alexander Schlungel Luster. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 134.9 pounds, and his record stands at 10 victories and 1 defeat. 9 big wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Manchester, England. This is the Margarizla, Louis McGrillen.
I think McGrillen's liking the fact that he's got the crowd on his side here.
The referee in charge, Rich Mitchell.
Gentlemen, you're going to protect yourselves at all times. You're going to obey my instructions at all times. You keep fighting till I tell you to stop. Touch gloves if you want. Step back.
First significant strike at the glove touch. I've just got to love the intensity from both of these guys. And, you know, McGrillen shows it. Luster's feeling it, but he's not showing it quite as much. That doesn't mean to say that his heart's not pounding through his chest right now. I know mine is.
This was interesting at the weigh-ins yesterday because they did not want to be the first to break eye contact. Both fighters just staring.
Body kick there from Luster. I think he's going to try and tempt McGrillen to throw and then disappear underneath and get this fight to the floor. And that single leg is much more available for a Southpaw v Orthodox kind of fight.
Luster tests out that rear leg again. McGrillen with an entry step. Slaps a right hook off the side of the guard.
Yeah, touches to the body with the left hand. Oh!
Luster's going to have to be careful about that kick, opening up that channel for the straight left of Louis McGrillen to come right down the middle.
Yeah, he's going to have to set it up with his hands if he's going to be throwing those kicks. He doesn't want to throw them cold because McGrillen will definitely try and counter with the left hand, especially, again, Southpaw v Orthodox. You can see Luster drifting towards the closed side, towards the outside of the lead hand of McGrillen, moving away from the left hand.
That left hand came on an angle that time, again around the guard. And body kick digging into the midsection from Luster.
Doing a good job so far, Luster, of keeping that right hand pinned tight to... Oh!
3 times now, McGrillen has found at least partial contact with the left hand. This time he attacks the body.
There's the level change onto the single. Luster's got a good wrap, and he drops him for an ankle lock. McGrillen's drove himself through to half guard, though. He was very, very aware of what was happening there. Smart work by McGrillen so far.
Back to the feet and immediately chases.
Oh! Huge left hand from McGrillen with the knockdown.
Keep your fingers away.
That was a
from his
clean
mouth,
punch. It's incredible that Luster's still awake and still working here.
I think McGrillen is working to get himself up and to the feet.
Toes out of the cage.
Luster just
Toes
trying to
out of
lock
the
this
cage.
down. Feet inside the links of the cage. Referee keeps pulling him out.
And here comes that rubber guard. You can see McGrillen's driving in, but the foot on the hip is keeping some space, giving Luster some space here to start working something with his guard. But you've got to wonder also how clear his head is in this moment. Trying for that mission control. McGrillen's too far forward in his guard, though, and his neck is in too awkward of an angle on the fence.
Back to the feet. Louis McGrillen beckons Luster forward. Body kick attempt again there from Luster. And now McGrillen is feeling it.
Nice head kick there from Luster. Man, that left hand is ridiculous, the power that he's got in it.
Well, and he brings it from so many different angles. Especially this fight, he's been showing it to the body. He did land a right hook.
You remember the upper hook that he landed against Sadosharov in Berlin? That was a beautiful punch. Snuck it up through the guard, and now McGrillen goes to the head with the kick. Luster with a lot of blood from the nose. He knew full well that he was going to have to work hard for this victory.
Nice work by McGrillen to avoid the takedown attempt and immediately attack. Good right hand from Luster.
Yeah, Luster's got sharp striking, there's no doubt about it. Because the problem is every time he opens up, he's in danger of getting caught with a counter.
The breathing has been affected by the damage to the nose. Another takedown attempt here. Scooped up the single leg.
Nice knee to the head from the single leg position. And again with the knee. I like the creativity there. McGrillen landing some shots. Mouth guards come out from Luster, I think. You're going to want that back in.
Left hand again from McGrillen after he worked his back off the cage. Rich Mitchell steps in to replace that gum shield. Another body kick from Luster, his favorite weapon in the striking so far.
He's got to be careful again, throwing it from cold, though, and he's got to get off the fence here because he's a sitting duck for McGrillen. He likes people... Oh, and again with the left hand.
That's what we're talking about, the different angles the left hand comes from. Now he goes straight to the body. Louis McGrillen with 30 seconds. Alexander Luster surviving here in round one, offers a head kick and an overhand right of his own.
Luster's coming back strong in this round. He's looking pretty good here. I like that head kick. I like the fact that he's following the kicks with that right hand as well.
Snap the head of Louis McGrillen back with the right there. Eats his own left.
Oh, 10 seconds.
Right hook, left, straight left again from McGrillen. Final few seconds of round one. Luster misses the high kick. Here's the replays. Louis McGrillen.
What a fight. What a round. And the composure from both of these guys as well. Not only from Luster getting caught with a big shot, but also him able to regroup and start to do something of worth in that round. And McGrillen not being too overzealous and throwing that left hand too much. My goodness. That was a death touch. It's incredible that Luster kept fighting from that. There it is again, right on the chin. Drops him straight into the fence. And you can see Luster's eyes are open. He turns into him, digs an underhook. Great work by Luster to survive that.
Landed his own right hand there. Snaps the head of Louis McGrillen back.
Back over there, Louis. Show me the mouth guard.
And that was only one round of a possible five. Bantamweight PFL Europe title on the line. Louis McGrillen in the blue trunks. Alexander Luster under the German flag in the black.
Ready.
And McGrillen charges forward to start round two. Oh, big left hand landed again. Luster still on his feet.
I love that body kick that Luster keeps thundering in. Oh, and again with the left hand, and he counters with the right. Is McGrillen cut? I think he is.
High kick attempt again.
In on the single.
This time a low single. Head inside, using that head as leverage. Nice sprawl and good work by Lewis McGrillen. Clearly he knew what the game plan of Luster was going to be. He's been working on it.
Good body kick again. And the other benefit in those body kicks is that if it's not hitting the body, it's hitting the left arm. And a tactic that Canelo uses in boxing is to beat up the limbs so you can't throw them as well. Could be that was another good level change from Luster. But McGrillen's takedown so far has been incredible.
Awesome timing on that, and McGrillen had to scramble hard to get back into an upright position here. I should say to a top position. Look at the blood affecting the breathing of Alexander Luster.
Some swelling on both of these guys' faces. I see McGrillen's going to try and separate here. He's got the head position. Great turn by Luster, and they're trading.
McGrillen moves out to his left and takes the center of the cage one more time.
Oh, good knee from Luster. Caught McGrillen dipping his head. This is now becoming competitive.
Left hand again for Lewis McGrillen. Ankle pick attempt here by Luster. Can't get it.
Luster's got to start getting tired from those failed takedown attempts, especially given the fact that he's being forced to breathe through his mouth because of the damage to his nose.
The corner of Lewis McGrillen calling for him to get active, take advantage of the fatigue for Alexander Luster. Good kick catch here from McGrillen.
Oh, an elbow from McGrillen. Luster, you've got to respect the fact that he's hanging back ready to counter when in most circumstances people just want to cover up and protect their head.
Lewis, take your hand out of that cage. Fingers out of that
We've
cage.
had a round and a half of this so far. It's been wild.
I'm actually fascinated as to the reasoning for Lewis McGrillen to go into this chest-to-chest position when he had Alexander Luster backed up against the cage.
Fingers out of that cage, Lewis. Don't make me tell you again.
He throws him right where he wants him for those big left hands.
And they separate. Oh, good body kick again from Luster.
Both of these guys so excellent at immediately attacking on the separation stand.
Yeah, absolutely. They flow from one range to another, and Luster tucking his head there beautifully to get out the way of that left.
Oh, McGrillen's with a big right hand. Little shoe shine there from McGrillen.
We've also got to mention the gas tank of McGrillen's incredible. I mean, he just never stops moving, does he? Oh, and an elbow from the left. Elbow return by Luster. Follows with the head kick.
Oh! Left hand again! Lewis McGrillen drops Alexander Luster, goes to his knees for the hammer fist, seeking the finish.
Can Luster pull him back in? He's trying to recover guard, but head went back onto the canvas there.
Big elbows from McGrillen.
Stop. That's enough!
What a fight!
Lewis McGrillen is the PFL Europe Bantamweight champion!
So here we go. Earlier in the round, bang! Cracked him with that left hand. Beautiful work stalking. Man, he missed there. But that was the time when McGrillen got caught with that shot and his eyebrow was cut. You can see him pouring at it there. Luster goes for the head kick. Fair play for the gameness, but man, he was right there for that left hand. McGrillen took his head off. Wow, what a reaction from the crowd. And this was the final bit where, the referee was already looking at him. As soon as Luster turned to his side and covered his head, that was quitting, that was giving up, that was please save me, I've had enough. But he will be back, no doubt about it. Two of my favorite bantamweights in Europe. And I'm heading into the cage to check on them both.
Lewis McGrillen, his first major championship at 24 years of age. Incredibly bright future for that young man at bantamweight. And Alexander Luster has nothing to hang his head about. An incredible performance, even in defeat, for the German. You love to see the sportsmanship. Luster congratulating the victorious Lewis McGrillen. The French crowd here at LDLC Arena appreciating it. And Rich Mitchell brings both fighters to the center of the cage. Andy Shepherd to call it out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Rich Mitchell calls a halt to the action at 3 minutes and 52 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner via TKO and claiming the 2024 PFL Era Bantamweight Championship, the Magrizla, Luis Magrizla.
$100,000 for Louis Magrillan. All in a day's work for the Magrizla. And Dan Hardy is in the cage with our winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to make some noise for a fight like that. That was incredible. Now, just a minute ago, you said this isn't real. You've just made this real. $100,000 and a European Championship. How are you feeling right now?
Il y a une minute, tu disais que tout ceci n'est pas vrai, mais tu as transformé tout cela en réalité. La ceinture, $100 000. Comment tu te sens?
I just come in and rob the bank, mate. I come in like Anton Shakur, I come in for that dough. But you know what? I just don't know what to say. Like honestly, sometimes in my life I think, where's my life going and stuff like that. Like, I'm just grinding. Get my head down, just grind. I go through trials and tribulations every day, not just in the gym, in my life. And you know what? You have to kill me to what I want. I'm a dog, man. I'm a fighter by heart. I was born to fight. I'll do anything to get what I want.
Avec quelques propos, et j'ai l'impression d'avoir volé une banque en quelque sorte. Mais moi, dans ma vie, j'ai plein d'épreuves à traverser. J'ai plein de choses que j'ai pu surmonter. Mais il faut me tuer pour m'arrêter. Je fais ce que j'aime et j'ai envie d'aller au bout lorsque j'aime quelque chose. Et c'est ce que j'ai fait ici ce soir.
Now, you've given us 3 of the best fights that I have ever seen, my friend. Like, you're making a name for yourself, not only in this bantamweight division as a European champion, but as the man to watch. What's your message to all these other bantamweights in the world?
Dan nous dit, tu nous as donné 3 des plus beaux combats que j'ai eu le plaisir de voir et de commenter. Quel est le message que tu as aujourd'hui pour la PFL?
Man, I'm not asked about any of you. If you want to come and have it, you know where I am. Because I always say, if you're in front of me, let's get it cracking.
Je n'ai qu'un seul message à dire. Si tu as ce qu'il faut, eh bien on y va mon coco.
And it sounds to me like you've won over the Leon crowd. It sounds like they were backing you from the beginning, and even more fans of Le Magrizla now.
France, je m'appelle Louis Magrillan. Merci!
How do you celebrate this, my friend? You've got Christmas ahead of you, you've got a bank account full of money and a beautiful gold belt. What comes next?
Comment tu vas célébrer tout ça? T'as Noël qui arrive, t'as un compte en banque qui est rempli de $100 000, t'as la ceinture. Qu'est-ce que tu vas faire pour célébrer ça?
Well, I'm not going to try and go too hard with me, though. I need to be smart, but everyone that's helped me out through camp and through the grind, man, it's all for you. Anyway, it's all for you. But they'll always say, fuck off, mate, it's your dough, you've earned it. But I wouldn't be where I am for them. I swear to God, I've known Lerone for years, mate. He's been giving me the trench work since I met Carl Prince, like, helping me out loads, and all my family back at home in Wythenshawe, and who have come out to see me fight. I love you to bits. You mean everything to me, and I don't just do it for me. I don't really care about me. I do it for all yous. I'll be honest.
Voilà, avec un message évidemment très émouvant parce qu'il remercie tous ses soutiens, tous ceux qui l'ont aidé à atteindre le niveau qu'il a atteint ce soir. Il va faire attention à son argent, il ne va pas tout gaspiller, mais il dit en point final, en point d'orgue, que tout ceci, il ne le fait pas pour lui, mesdames et messieurs. Il le fait pour vous, vous qui aimez venir voir un combattant de ce calibre, de cet acabit. Et nous, ensemble, on va lui rendre une ovation absolument folle. Merci Lyon.
You've had a hell of an evening, my friend, and a hell of a fight, hell of a performance. I'm going to leave you now to enjoy that belt and that money, and we'll get some photographs with you and the other European champions. Congratulations, my friend. That was incredible.
Thank you so much again. France, merci. Thank you all. Wythenshawe, Manchester, England. I love you. Shout out to every pub in Winshaw that streamed it. I love you to bits. I'll be down there for the bevy soon as I'm back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your bantamweight winner, Lewis the McGrizzler McGrillen. And 4 European champions, McGrillen, Zendelli, Wisniewska, and Jakub Kasuma doing it 2 times in a row.